If you are in a tough situation right now, don't panic. If you're facing a challenge, if you're having a hard time, if something's going on that's hard for you to understand or work through, don't panic and do not react from that place of that confusion and fear that you may be feeling. Instead, watch this video, hear this message that I'm going to share with you, because I know that this situation that you're facing does not have to be a self-destruct on your life, but actually is a catalyst of profound transformation in disguise. If only you understand this very simple thing I'm going to share with you in this video. Now, firstly, hard things happen in life. It's kind of inevitable. Like, I don't know anybody, no matter how great their vibe is or how perfect their situation they were born into of their family or their wealth or whatever, I don't know a single person that does not face challenges or have unexpected problems come up in their life at times. Do you? Actually, if you do know someone like that, mention their name below. I'd like to research them. But I'm guessing we're not going to have anybody commenting things like that because it's just one of the things of life. So the first thing I want to let you know is that just because you're having a hard time, just because you may be confused or are in a tough situation right now, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. So step one, don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. This is so important. And I'm speaking to you from recent personal experience here, that if you are super hard on yourself or you start blaming yourself or feeling like there's something wrong with you, and that's why these challenging situations show up in life sometimes, this is highly problematic because what's going to unfold is a very self-destructive path where what's inevitably going to kind of take place, whether you consciously realize it or not, is a lot of you feeling sorry for yourself, a lot of, oh, woe is me, a lot of tiny violins, world's smallest violins playing in the background, and a lot of self-sabotage is going to come from that. Now, the truth is that often we do face challenges in our life 100% that are our own creation, because maybe we have certain personality traits or characteristics or things that we repeatedly do over and over again in our lives that cause similar problems to play out. That's a different story. That's a different video that I'm actually going to be posting all about our beliefs and our values and how these things play out in our lives and how to grow and free ourselves from them. That's our next video posting on our next posting day schedule. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Make sure your bell notification's on. That video came out really awesome. I already made it. So that does happen sometimes. But the problem is that when we are really hard on ourselves, and we start panicking and feeling like, we're just a mistake or what's wrong with me, I need to fix myself. The problem is I'm going to express it to you like this. The vibrational space of that level of consciousness, it's like beating your head against a wall, okay? Now, Einstein said, and many other scientists and brilliant people have spoken on this in various ways, but Einstein said you cannot solve your problem in life from the same level of consciousness that it was created, that you first began facing it. So when you're being hard on yourself, what you're doing is you're actually lowering yourself and you're making it that much harder to see the way through. You understand this? What we want to do is allow ourselves to rise so that we may see from a higher perspective what's really going on in our situation. Now, second to this, going through it. Here's the thing about the problems we face in our life. Oftentimes, this is part two, okay? This is the second thing. Oftentimes, we want to avoid the problem, all right? We might turn away from it or start doing certain self-destructive habits or things to avoid it. And then we might start reaching for things outside of ourselves, like we want to go over our problem. We want to go around it, right? Anything we could do to avoid it. Someone please save me and lift me up out of this problem so I don't have to face it. But here's the thing about life, and this is true no matter what your beliefs are. I challenge you to really hear what I'm saying and consider it for yourself because I know it could make a huge difference in your life. I just know it. Life is something that you must go through. You can't go around it. You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You have to go through it. Now, I know how hard things can be sometimes. I do. I recently went through something in my life that was like just caused me to just spiral out of control and make a lot of really bad choices. which I'm going to share some of these things with you in this video and be personal and honest, because I've learned with my community here that the more honest I am, the more I'm willing to share things like this, the more people seem to reflect and say to me that it benefits them. So I'm going to add some of those things in this video and just tell you the truth of a recent situation to give you an example for yourself. But it's the only reason I can be here having this conversation, so I wanted you to really know this. You can't go around your problem. You can't. You got to go through it. And I know that hard things happen, and I know it sucks sometimes. Like, life is one of those polarizing things. It's kind of like a catch-22. Like, life is so beautiful. The fact that we even exist at all. Like, take this in for a moment. I know you might be having a hard time right now. I know I have been. Let's take this in for a moment, right? Let's take a breath together before we get into part 3 of this. Go ahead and just take a breath in and release it. In and release it. Like, how amazing is it that we exist? That we can even perceive any of this at all? That we could even be having this conversation? I mean, think of all the love and the beauty and the incredible experiences that you've had in your life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, life is kind of catch-22 because there's a lot of pain that we face. There are hardships and challenges on your path. But here's the thing about these challenges. One thing is certain. This is part 3. Everyone will face challenges. Everyone will face challenges. And every single one of us may have different skills, strengths, weaknesses. We may have different financial situations we were born into. We may look different. We may be in different places in the world. You may have hardships that I can't understand, and I may have hardships that you can't. But one thing is the same for you and me, no matter what differences we have between us. And it's that when we face a challenge, we have a power within us to choose how to respond. We decide how to respond. You understand this? When something hard happens, it's not an instant, universe, God, source pushing a button, say, fall down, have a hard time. No, you can choose to respond in such a way for that to be the story that plays out for you. Or you could make a decision to catalyze and transform through it. And that's where the inspiration of this video has come from, because a few months ago, something happened in my life I'll share with you now. Actually, I kind of want to walk to a different place, so I like walking around. One of the people who knows me best is like, you're such a walker and talker, Nathan. You just love to walk and talk. Yeah. It's true. I like to move. So, I'm just going to give it to you straight, okay? I'm just going to give it to you straight. A few months ago, I don't know how many months ago it was. I think it was like October or something. But anyways, basically, my fiance split up with me. And that was hard, but the hardest part was then going to the local park to see my friends, and like going out to the drum circles that happen here in Mount Shasta and seeing her with another guy. That was so brutal to me that I started to spiral and panic, and I just started feeling all this trauma in me from other times in my life that I felt abandoned and hurt, and we all feel that sometimes. But in this challenge, what I learned is that so many of the things that I've been talking about and teaching on this channel, the power to make decisions, we choose how to respond, when something really hard that you don't expect happens, it's like step up to the plate. Like, now's the time to show whether you're all talk, like you can just talk and say that you know what to do, but when something really happens to you in your life, the proof is in the pudding. And I'm going to be honest with you. I saw the proof of the pudding, and I did not respond well. I started to spiral out of control. I started to feel so hurt and so much pain, and the world's tiniest violin orchestra was just playing behind me every moment of every day. I started smoking weed again, which I had been sober from for like literally years. I started spiraling and panicking. I started pushing the self-destruct button on all my friendships and relationships. Everybody that wanted to be there for me and support me, I completely ghosted them. Didn't respond to anybody. Didn't open any of my emails for anything. I started sabotaging my YouTube channel, sabotaging my business. All of the really good things in my life, I started destroying them. Now, why was I destroying all of the really good and beautiful things in my life? Well, it's very simple, and you could look at this in a lot of different ways. But the fact is that when you are in such a low place, that resonance, anything that you're doing and creating from that space, you're just going to keep creating that resonance in your life. So I have this story, oh, woe is me. I'm so misunderstood. Nobody understands me. Nobody cares about me. Nobody loves me. That's literally the story that was playing out for me. Now, I'm being really honest right now in sharing this, and I hope that you can appreciate that, because it's hard sometimes to be so transparent and share personal flaws on YouTube with thousands of people. It's hard sometimes, so I hope you can appreciate this, that I'm doing this right now. The fact is once you start to tell a story, whatever story it is, oh, woe is me, nobody understands me, nobody cares. The strangest thing is that all the people, for example, on YouTube who did care and were constantly reaching out and sending me love and trying to tell me they're here for me, right? All the people that were showing up, all the people that were texting me, my own family that was trying to be there for me. I literally could not see how much love was here for me. I literally could not see the truth that I am not alone. I couldn't see that I was going to be okay. And I started to tell this story, like I said, oh, woe is me, nobody understands me. And what was the catalyst of transformation for me here? Well, the fact is being in so much pain and spiraling out of control and getting back into smoking weed and all the other dumb decisions I was making behind the scenes that you guys don't know about and I don't want to waste your time with, but, you know, let's just say it was a mess. In a lot of different ways and a lot of different places. I really desperately was in such a low place that everything I was creating in my life was from that low place. In a sense, you just dig yourself deeper when you feel sorry for yourself. Now, I want to tell you something. I'm sorry for whatever may have happened or any hardships you have faced or may face in the future. I know it's rough. Being human is such a catch-22. We get to consciously perceive our journey unfolding, and sometimes it's so extraordinary, and sometimes it's like, dang, this is a really tough reality. It can be tough. Yeah, it can be tough. But I think for me, the realization that has me where I am right now in this moment, which is the only moment I can speak from because it's the one where I am here now speaking to you. It's where all my power is, right here, right now, within me. And I spent a lot of time in my panic believing that I needed something outside of me to save me. And in the end, it turns out that what I was looking for was what I had all along within me. And that's one of the beautiful things that happens in pain and suffering and hardships that we face. But the main thing I wanted to say is, don't feel sorry for yourself. Like, I'm sorry it happened and it's okay to feel the pain, but don't start feeling sorry for yourself. I'm telling you, please take my advice on this, man. It'll save you a lot of trouble. And I'm just hoping that you won't push the self-destruct blow-up button on your life like I did. I literally tore down like some of the most beautiful things in my life, and now I'm picking myself back up. When you start feeling sorry for yourself, it's problematic. Oh, sorry, I heard some people. I was like, maybe I need to move out of the road. They're ways away. When you start feeling sorry for yourself, you forget something very important. There's a lot of other people in this world, and I do not mean this offensively. I'm talking to myself from my own experience also. But your problems aren't like that special. Let me say this better, so I don't sound like a jerk. I know how hard things can be. But don't start playing the world's smallest violin, dude. It's just gonna sabotage Don't do that. Feel the pain. Be honest with yourself. Learn whatever lessons you're reflecting to yourself through these challenges, because it is you reflecting to yourself. And when you push against something, you're pushing against yourself. And when you judge someone, you're judging yourself. And when you attack someone, you're attacking yourself. And when you look at me and you're like, you just feel so much love in this video, that's you reflecting it to yourself. And if you watch this and you're like, this guy's a total idiot, that's you judging yourself. Just don't start feeling so sorry for yourself. I know I'm rambling on right now, but this is such an important energy I'm trying to transmit to you so you don't make the same mistakes I have. Don't do it, okay? We are all suffering and going through problems. Our problems aren't unique in the sense that we're all here, we're all living life. And honestly, like, sorry for my language, children, plug your ears. Shit happens. And you know what? Sometimes this place is fucked. You know, it's just the way it is sometimes. But I know who you are. I know what is within you because I've looked within myself and I've seen you in me. And I know that might sound strange, but I know who you really are understands me. I know who you really are. And I know that you are going to be okay. And you might not know it now, but you are going to be better than you've ever been. But at some point, after feeling the pain and going through this, you are going to have to pick yourself back up again and start living life. And that's what I'm doing. Because the truth is, I could keep playing the world's smallest violin. Oh, woe is me. You know, I destroyed a lot of my friendships and I lost my girlfriend and, you know, I'm not getting as many views on YouTube and a lot of my subscribers are mad at me and, you know, all this stuff. Like, if I just keep playing that violin, it's all I'm going to get in life. At some point, you and me have to stand up and take responsibility for our lives. And we need to respond from a different place, from a place of peace, from the place of who it is that you really are. Because I'm telling you something about the true you. There is nothing that can stop you. You are an unstoppable force. There is no cage that can hold you. There is no other dimension or lifetime or after this life that could punish you and condemn you and brutally terrorize you, because who you really are is boundless and there is no cage that can hold you. And so this problem you may be facing in your life right now, you may be perceiving it as a cage or something that has you stuck. And the reason you're perceiving it that way is because that's how you feel right now. And so you're reflecting it off of this situation. I'm asking you simply, please don't be so hard on yourself. Please don't try to avoid your problem. Understand you have to go through it. And please do not push the self-sabotage button on your life and make a bunch of huge decisions. Don't make a bunch of decisions in your life when you're obviously not doing well. You hear what I'm saying? Take a break. Let go. Give yourself a little mini vacation. You know, I didn't have to do all the things I did from the place I was in. I could have just taken a break. And I'm going to take this lesson in stride and I'm going to learn it. But you know what? I'm here now and I'm able to share this video with you because of the things I've been through. And I tell you something, I am unstoppable and so are you. We're the same, you and I. And I know you felt it all along. Sometimes we get caught up in some nonsense in our lives. Sometimes hard things happen and we may spiral out of control. But you know what's interesting? When your car on the road when you're driving swerves out of control, if you panic and you freak out and you try to overcorrect it, you know what happens? I wonder if you know about this. You flip the car. You crash into something. When you try to overcompensate and you try to overcorrect and steer, oh gosh, I'm out of control, try to get back in control, that version of you trying to get back in control is the version of you that's out of control. So if you want to have a huge disastrous crash in your life, go ahead and panic. Go ahead and panic and make a decision from that place. But you know the funny thing? When your car spins a little out of control, here's the strangest thing. If you let go, the car corrects itself. And that's the interesting thing about life. At a certain point, we let go and we accept that sometimes hard things happen. What are we going to do? What are you going to do? And are you aware that the choice is yours and no one else's? Are you aware that there's nothing outside of you pushing and pulling you around with puppet strings? Are you aware that you have free will? Are you aware that the infinite spark of creation lives within you? And are you aware that what you do next is entirely your choice? And are you aware that what you do is going to have an effect in reality? What you do is going to create a reaction in reality. Everything that we do, reality responds to us in a certain way. And at some point, my friend, no matter how hard things are, you need to remember that you are going to be okay. And if you can't see that right now, please take a moment to reflect on any past experiences you can reflect on right now where something really hard happened that you didn't want to happen, but it all worked out okay in the end. Please reflect on this. And as we reflect, I want to help you to anchor in some peace, some higher vibrational energy. So we're going to go ahead and open ourselves up to that right now. Please close your eyes if you're in the position to be able to do so. Place your hand over your heart. This is really, really powerful to anchor this into your being. And just take some breaths. And now all you have to do is just relax and listen to the words that I'm saying. And if you choose to agree with what I'm saying, then you will transform through this situation. Here we go. I'm opening myself up to higher intelligence, to higher wisdom. I'm opening myself up to my true inner being and my intuition to guide me through this time, to show me what to do next. I'm so grateful that even though hard things happen in life, I never let it define me. I always pick myself back up, brush myself off, and tune back into my power. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. And I know that one day, probably very soon, I will look back on everything that has happened, and I will be so grateful for this opportunity that the universe has given me to reflect, to see from new perspectives of different challenges, and to grow. Thank you. Now, if you know somebody that may appreciate this message, I just wanted to thank you so much for sending it their way. Thank you also for pushing that like button and dropping a comment below. Let's help to get the algorithm to acknowledge that these videos are good again, guys. Let's get the algorithm to see it again. I'm going to keep showing up here and sharing with you guys this powerful energy to help you in your lives. And more than anything, because I love what I do here. I just love this. I love connecting with you. And I love you so much. And I'm so grateful to this community. So thank you, everybody. Truly, much love, much peace, many blessings to you. And just to let you know, I've got a spring sale on all the services I offer right now on transformation classes, one-on-one sessions together, things like this. That's all tagged in the description. So once again, thank you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you there.